drink, we bout to chop it up. Yeah. Chop it up. We just vibing, never rush. Real talk, no filter, no front. Laughing loud, that's how we run. Chop it up. Best nights when the words don't stop. From the soul, yeah, we keep it a book. That's the vibe when we chop it up. Pull up, no plan, just a move. Kicks on the couch, we in the groove. Yeah. Deep combos at 2 a.m. Fix the world and we laugh again. No phone, just us and the vibe. Truth on the table, we keep it live. We just vibing, never rush. Real talk, no filter, no front. Laughing loud, that's how we run. Chop it up. Best nights when the word don't stop. From the soul, yeah, we keep it above. That's the vibe when we chop it up. Yeah. One more story, one more round. Yeah. Ain't no better place to be found.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's us on the Chop It Up podcast. My name's Alex. I'm in Florida, and you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hello, Tuyaki. I'm in Missouri.
My name's Uncle Santino Pulo. I'm in Lehigh, Utah.
Yes, sir. We're all over the place, man. We normally have Inoke on here with us today, but he's handling some family stuff, chilling with the family on a Sabbath afternoon or Sabbath evening. So
he's spending on TikTok right now.
Hey, those are accusations that have to be verified, man.
Yeah, so he's not here because he hasn't been bailed out yet.
Oh, wow.
He's waiting to get bailed out before he shows up.
Can someone call Bounty Hunter? He needs a bail bondsman right now.
Yeah. That's like a
We should have
terrible
went and bailed
name.
him out.
That's a terrible name for that thing, bailout. It's like I when I found out what they do, I thought, man, are these guys in trouble or there's something? I know it's just I guess it's a new thing, you know.
What's the punishment if somebody leaves before getting bailed out? Like, oh, we're not going to let him on the life again. Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
My bad. You're going to put him in timeout.
what I've seen people do is change their amount. You know, like it went from 10,000 to like 5,000 so they can get out sooner. So.
Yeah.
I've seen that on other live, right, streams. Streamers will sit there and, hey, my goal is this, and then once he gets the goal, then he'll get off. But that's basically what they've adopted. Bail me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but hey, anyone who's watching this, by no means is a Chop It Up crew trying to discredit those who are doing the fine work at the bail bondman TikTok shop. You know, we're just we're confused basically about the ins and outs of it. Wouldn't you say?
That's a nice way to say it. Because I'm not confused at all.
I'll tell you what. I've been a lot of things in my life. Right now, I sure as shit ain't confused.
Well, tell me what you guys. Other than me experiencing people getting mad that I don't give them coins. I mean, is it just? Are they setting up so they have something so they could throw during a competition, or what do they call those, battles?
Bro,
the battle was the original,
yeah,
make money type,
Right.
And they were making money. It's money. It's money.
yeah.
Put it out there. It's money.
So it's basically a cash grab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if
what it
people
is.
understand the way the coins operate, because you purchase the coins from TikTok and then they devalue by third or by 2/3 every time you transfer it from person to person. It's really a terrible. I mean, it's really not lucrative for anybody who is getting coins. I don't know.
Well, it's actually way better now because one coin used to be like 0.10 or 0.01 or something like that.
Right.
But one coin is worth closer to 1 penny now than, which makes it 100th.
Yeah.
I can't remember my decimals, but if you move it twice over, it's worth whatever that's worth.
Right. And then from what I understand, when you transfer it, if one coin is equal to 0.1, it now is equal to 0.03. So it loses
Right.
2/3 of its value, that's a terrible return on
Well,
investment.
speaking of value anyway, like I follow and stop by dudes, some of my boys, I'll throw something, but if there's a whole group and nothing's going on, like a conversation or a discussion or a main topic, then that's obviously what I'm going to be thinking is, oh, you guys are just here to, get gifts, right? And I guess, it's to each his own and the levels of value. But like when I stop by Mops, DJ Mops, I'm throwing because he's playing music, he's working,
Yeah,
he's doing his thing, right?
right.
Or some of my boys I stop by where they're chopping it up. I'm like, oh, yup, drop something there, or they're telling jokes or fighting or clowning. Easy.
There's some value to it.
There's value. There's value to it. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, I show up, I'm like, so what's going on in here? You just bail each other out, huh?
That's
All right, I'll
the,
see you guys later.
the audacity of some of these motherfuckers to sleep on live. It's their sleeping beauty, dude. As if they're just peaceful. Right when they knock out, dude. And then I'm sitting there. It's crazy too because you can hear them when they're sleeping on live. Some of these people, you can hear them literally shaking hands with our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ Himself, because the whole stuff. You're like, oh, please breathe, please breathe. You look in the chat, like he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it.
Like they did relapse.
You're like, what? I can't do this shit, dude. It's gonna drive me crazy.
What do you think has gotten a lot of a lot of people into doing that? It's just a kind of easier way to make money, or
Absolutely. It's easy. You don't even have to show your face or even talk. You just jump on, and it's I obviously it started from a place of good intentions and well valued conversations. Be jumping like it's like saying amen. To me, I feel like, oh, amen, bro. I'm freaking drop something. Amen. You dropping
yeah,
bars, yeah. But when it gets to the groups where they're just sitting there, nothing's happening, and then once in a while there's still something, or once in a while it's just like, like you gotta give me something. I want to give you something, but you gotta give me something. Me, so I'd be
Make
like,
it
oh,
worth it.
bars.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
Here's
think
the
they're
thing, like for the people who like when they see you jump on and they say shit like, "Oh, where's my coins? How come you're not sending me?" Like, send me something. Here's it. And like they get mad that you're not sending them coins or whatever.
Right.
I think if you're gonna get mad, you should meet that person in person, fucking square up. You can get mad
But
about some stupid shit like that.
yeah, yeah, that's like begging for a tip and you haven't been served. Like, serve me something, baby. I'm ready to tip you. Just
yeah.
serve me something.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Make it an hors d'oeuvre. It ain't even gotta be the full course meal. Just drop an hors d'oeuvre, and I'm gonna just drop you an hors d'oeuvre. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Don't show up in a group of 10, and everybody just sitting there like, I'd be like, and you know what? I gotta give it to him for even doing it, just because it's like, how the hell did you end up with 2.5K or 1,500? You know, like, damn. Okay, so it does work if you sit around and it's people just
Yeah.
um, you know. But at some point, I think it'll wear out like the water boards. Basically, you have to have somebody on the back end for somebody on the front end to get paid, or
Well, I get it now because remember when Sammy was on here, Sammy Ellis was on here. Remember that? And you asked him
yeah,
like, "Hey, when those people were giving you a lot of coins, they probably were getting some value out of it. That's a lot different than the, you know what I mean? It's a lot different than the what do they call it? The bailout. So
right.
I know
Yeah.
I get where he was coming from, where a lot of people were spending a lot of money, but at the same time, it probably made them feel amazing that they helped a well-known singer like that.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
About those waterboards.
You know, like TikTok waterboards. They're coming back.
That's what I'm gonna call them. Jump on. What's going on in this waterboard? You guys, everybody put their 500 in or what?
Remember, you gotta recycle. We gotta recycle that mug.
And then when people are getting paid out, they're just disappearing.
What a terrible name for that, waterboard.
Yeah. Get watered, right?
Being
Yeah.
drowned.
Yeah, well, I got shafted, so
The big news in town is what's going on in Iran. We were talking a little bit about it. Lolo, what are your thoughts?
man, it reminds me of that one movie, this old movie, dude, called Not Without My Daughter. It's with Sally Fields, American lady that married an Iranian guy here in America. It's from like the 1980s, early 1980s.
Yeah.
And then he invites her to go meet his family, and their daughter's like 8 or 9 years old, and they take her over to Iran. And she gets over there and finds out that she can't leave. And then all the rules, like she has to dress a certain way, has to cover. There are rules for her and the male sort, and it's all the Islamic rules, right? And this is in the 80s.
Yeah.
And it took forever for her to finally figure out what the signs said and everything in Iran for her to finally escape and get back to America. Took her daughter and snuck her through everywhere. But he had never yelled at her or anything while they were here in America. But when they got to Iran, he started beating her ass, the wife, right? And telling her this is how it is here, this is what we do here, whatever. And so you're watching her move around in Iran and start getting to know, and the daughter starts asking questions and whatnot. But when they end up at the end of the movie where they're coming across the tree because they have to come through the country and go overseas and fly out somehow, and they just leave them somewhere in Tennessee. When they walk across this tree, it's in the woods or whatever, and they look over and there's a freaking American flag flying. I was like, oh shit, that was crazy. They had to leave around, just this whole excitement. And then for this to happen, it like I understand what the Iranians are feeling. It brings back that memory that damn, they freaking the same way that they saw the American flag show up. It gave them hope. Like, yeah, they're celebrating now. You know what I'm saying? So for me, and then to find out that in the 70s, Iran was a Western country.
Yeah,
They
it was a
dressed
monarchy.
normally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a monarchy.
Really?
right. Yeah. Yeah, it was more Western. They were more dressed like they were into fashion. The women dressed like the American women do. Everything was, they rode
But
bikes, they traveled.
Was it an Islamic state then?
Not
No.
till 79.
Yeah.
Yeah. But before that, like they were doing business normally as a Western country. So for that to last that long and to see the Iranians celebrate that now, I was like, that's what it brought to mind with that movie, Not Without My Daughter, like the hope that these people feel, especially since 30 or 40,000 of them were slaughtered in the past 2 months, and 800 of them there was a scheduled hanging tomorrow for 800 of them, right? And Trump came in and said, "Nah, no hangings." The American flag is here, and then you're like, America. You know what I'm saying?
Merc.
Well, it was terrible news. We found out early in the operation that the 3 service members had passed away. Have you guys heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 service
No,
members
what
passed
happened?
away, and 2 and you find out about these service members passing away after the retaliation. So most likely it was because they, Iran had bombed some of our bases out in Bahrain or Qatar. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. Because a lot of a lot of the attack is mainly from airstrikes and
Yeah.
Missiles from ships and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but it could be some special ops guys, but it's very rare for special ops guys to die in those situations. So
Yeah.
we'll find out in the future. Yeah. Yeah, if I was in, I know Pam doesn't want to hear this, but I would easily, go and do what I had to do if they asked me to. So
Yeah.
yeah. What else is going on?
No, so I was gonna ask you, as far as the retaliation and the fact they attacked one of our ships or something like that.
Yeah, they've tried to attack a few ships. They tried to block I think the Hormuz Strait, and then they tried to attack like Qatar, UAE, Dubai. A lot of what they considered Western leaning, countries in the area. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. But if they made a lot of damage, you'd hear a lot more than what you hear on the news. But like always, the news is always on the enemy side, always saying, "Oh, why did we do this? It's just it's hard for me to understand why they're like that."
I want drama, man. Drama sells. We all know that.
Yeah.
If we all started going off on each other right now, and we just were like fuck you, I'm coming over there, you'll see me, and they started going crazy like that on here for this episode, I guarantee we get way so hella subscribers and hella views all at one time.
Yeah.
Just because
should do
drama
that.
sells.
We should have a segment where we just do that for 5 minutes straight, just so we can cut it.
Get the algorithm up. And then,
Yeah.
Well, I heard once that they were saying that it's been years, but I heard once that whatever the country of the media, whatever they're about, whatever they're normally about, we normally like to be a country of peace and we're trying to do good. Everyone tries to be kind to each other. They're always going to report on whatever bad is happening in the country. They're never going to report on the goodness of the country because the opposite is what sells. The shock is what sells.
Right.
So I think so. If you look at countries like Iran, they probably have their shock over there is people doing good. I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine what shocks them.
It's gotta wear out at some point, as far as because we can, something can happen, and then a news media can start a talking point, and then immediately we can do the fact checking because it's happening so fast. And there's so many people leaving the left because finally they realize I've been lied to this whole time. I can't believe I've been lied to.
Did you
More
see
people-
how the content that got released after the State of the Union address?
Yeah.
What all the liberals
All
are like,
people-
we thought that we had our own, it's just the anti-Trump political party now. That's all
Right.
it is.
Right. And they just, once they cool down from their emotions, and this is what I found with a lot of people leaving the left of the Democrat Party, is once they're able to control their emotions just enough to listen to one piece of truth, that truth breaks through whatever it is that they're going through, and then they get more and more disappointed the more they figure out, oh shoot, there's a lot more truth in what they're saying than what I'm hearing from my own side. You know what I'm saying? All they need is one little sliver of truth to get up in that ass, and then eventually, it's all up in that ass. You know what I mean? Then they start leaving the left because it's like, I can't believe they lied. I can't believe, But it's so they're so good at hooking the emotions, the heartstrings, that some people can only think that way. Well, they're not even thinking; they can only, that's how they operate. It's by emotion. You know, what are you saying? What are you saying? Well, how is it sounding? It's how you make me feel. That's how I'm going to listen. Whether it's going to decide whether I'm listening or not.
That's what it's
Forget
turned
about.
into. My feelings
Yeah,
are facts now. Like that's what it is.
yeah,
My feelings are facts now. 'Cause I know your feelings make you a bitch.
yeah. Exactly.
There's
My
nothing
That's
feeling,
all
my
it
factual
is.
feelings,
about it, buddy.
my feelings rule any logic that you're trying to present to me.
Yep.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of polys that are like that, dude.
a
I
lot,
see a lot
Dude,
of polys like that.
a lot.
You know what I mean?
I was
Like we,
debating this guy. I was debating this dude. He's calling me a bootlicker.
right?
He's like, what do you think you are? Why you bootlickers always coming like always on the side of this and that when something happens to one of our people? And I was like, you're an idiot. I was like, I'm proud to be Tongan, but my people are American, dude. That's just what it is. But my people are fucking American. And he's just like, nah, you got to look out for your own. And I was like, see, that's why you're gonna stay where you're staying. That's why you're gonna drive a '94 hatchback for the rest of your life. Because
No
when
offense
you
to 94 aspects.
all the offense to him. No, but like he was just talking shit, and he was just like, "Oh, you're a bootlicker, this and that." And I was like, "No, I'm a pretty logical person." And then I asked him a couple of questions, like a couple of things I was guessing about him. I actually ended up getting him right.
Right.
He got pissed off, his emotions. No, you might as well just stand with the white man and let them. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna be stuck in this emotional state, and you're not gonna. It's gonna be hard for you to move forward because you, as a man, are taking your emotions over logic, and
Which is
Right.
it's a funny
only
thing to say
women are allowed
because
to. Only women get that luxury.
yeah, but it's a funny thing to say because a
We
lot of
don't.
them get their talking points from a white liberal, and so that's crazy, you know.
Yeah, because everybody up there is white. Republicans, Democrats, everybody that he's talking about, that he's saying white man. What do you mean white man? What about the white men in your party, or who are you believing the narrative comes from white men, or whatever it is? They're not even considering that. Like, if it's all white men, then which one is it? The ones that you, our guys, are listening to, or the ones that we are listening to? Why don't we listen to them together and then let's freaking chop it up about it? Talk about, all right, which one's making more sense? Which one really sounds like they're with us?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because really in the conservative party we're trying to teach people how to be strong individually in their own home, in their own realm, so that they could survive, but this idea of communism or socialism is what's taken over the Democrat side, where you need to have everyone in your business to survive, and if everyone's not in your business, you can't survive. And I don't think that, in my view, and you guys can tell me wrong, that's not a conservative way of thinking.
The most important thing, along with that, I think the most basic thing that conservatism helps you do, or is required, is to think. Just think about it, dude. Like, put them together, read between the lines and connect the dots, right? That's all you have to do, is stop and think about it real quick, because everything you're saying is what you're feeling, and that's cool too. But
Right.
let's break it down. What are you
It
feeling?
just takes logic.
Yeah, and then
And
let's
like if
think
you
about
just
it.
calm it down enough just to squeeze a little bit of logic in, just a little bit, then that'll grow enough for you to fucking get your head out of your ass.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
simple. It's not like people are like, oh well, it's hard for us to think like you because no. All you gotta do is calm down, untie your panties, fucking. If anything, go wash your ass. Usually after a shower, you're a little calmer.
True.
And then just a little bit of logic, squeeze a little bit of logic into your train of thought. It'll clear a lot up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I
Well,
try really hard to have conversations with a lot of the left-leaning Democrats, but it's hard because they're always angry. They talk over you, and they always change what definitions, and that's really hard to have a conversation like that, you know.
And when the fuck did the liberal white woman? When did they become pros at racism?
Yeah.
They
How
do.
come? No, how come they've been like? When did they become professionals at knowing like when somebody's? I so here's how crazy it is. The liberal white woman says that people of color can't be racist to white people. They
Right.
say that. They say it's not possible, right?
That's a lie.
And then when I ask her, who the hell what do you know about it? What struggles have you had within within the realm of being like racially profiled and stuff? And she's like, well, that's racist. If you no, you can't use that fucking logic now. I remember, I'm a person of color and you're white. I can't be racist towards you in your logic.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's at any corner you can contradict any fucking thing they say. You know how you know it's bad. They have these youngsters and all the dudes that like promote that stuff. They all look the same.
Right.
They all look the same. They all act the same. They all have the same mannerism. They all have stress pens. This is my stress pen. No, dude, you're just a drug addict. Who cares, dude? You smoke bud. It's not a bad thing. Just admit to it, though.
Right. And they have it's like a uniform. You remember back in the '90s when we were coming up with hip hop, and it was baggy, it was sagging, it was um, the uniform that they chose is freaking, oh my gosh, it's ugly, right? It's trash. But it's their symbol of thinking that this is how free we are. We get to look unacceptable. We get to look like, as long as you don't accept us, we know we're doing our job. It's almost, it's like that. Like, we look cool. You know what I mean? We didn't care what society thought. It was just like, oh, we fit, as long as we like it, we cool. But the liberals today is like, as long as you hate it, we're cool. As long as we don't look right, we cool. Like,
Yeah,
well, what kind of mentality is that? That's freaking nuts. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But just like you were saying, Goose, a little bit of logic,
Just
throwing
a
it's like,
little.
because what you're talking about, a little bit of logic, it's like throwing a fabric softener inside of a dryer, closing it, and then just letting it, get up in the,
Just that little
next
bit.
minute,
It does the.
yeah, it does the whole dryer thing, and all the clothes smell good all of a
You know what
sudden.
I mean? Everything just.
Does that happen to your laundry? I don't know what that.
I don't know
What,
what it was.
oh, sorry,
I
yeah.
just made a guess. I was thinking of pigeons fighting or something, and
Oh, yeah.
Hey, so let me add to this conversation a little bit and kind of widen it, but also make it specified to who we are, right? So what do you think about the idea that there's been an infiltration of this ideology of liberalism that has crept in and taken over basically a lot of the church and the members of the church?
It's trippy that they can't, and that's why it's emotion. It's fully emotion,
yeah,
because you can't use the logic of the church, of the doctrine of the gospel, the logic of Christ, the logic of just good behavior, right? It has to be full emotion for you to think that it's acceptable to live the doctrine of Jesus Christ and still be on the left. And not only just the Democrat or a liberal, but even more to the left. You know what I mean?
So do you
Which
agree
means
that
you,
it is kind of infiltrating the members of the church?
oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
oh yeah,
I think the forward thinking aspect of liberalism is. I think that aspect of it is
The
definitely. Yeah,
progressivism. Yeah,
yeah. I think that is.
yeah. And
I
I
know
haven't seen
BYU got
I haven't
gayer,
seen any evidence of the other stuff.
but did BYU get gayer?
Hmm.
BYU,
Wow.
yeah, they got a lot of gay stuff in there. Before I left Utah, there was a lot of activism to accepting, and as if we don't accept that you can live how you want to live, but they
No,
are
but it's still
actually
the
trying.
same. Like if you go in for your interview and you say I'm attracted to men, then you can still get in.
right. You can still get in,
That's how
but
it's
you just
always
can't.
been, though.
Yeah, but they're really pushing the whole left agenda.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? To
yeah,
where the flags and everything else matters, and it's more emotional.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And so, as far as infiltrating the church or the members of the church, I think the members of the church who accept that have already been like that
yeah,
emotionally.
a
You know
hundred
what I mean?
percent. Yeah,
Because they think emotionally anyway. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's okay. We accept that without even thinking. Like, no, we accept those type of people. Anybody should be accepted. Everybody should be accepted. Like, yeah, but I mean, you got to still speak logically. You got to still speak doctrinally. You got to still, speak truthfully as far as what the lifestyle they're trying to live. You know what I mean? It still has to be said outright. You can't softly let them move in softly, because then they're going to kill you softly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And unless you're the song, I don't want you killing me softly.
Well, what was your experience doing? Because this is what I experienced. I experienced going to church during COVID, where there was it was almost like I didn't even recognize sacrament meetings because the way people were acting and treating each other based off of what they were being fed, and what they were accepting. I thought to myself, wow, like even as a religion, we can't even, do what we believe is right or, worship. And I don't know. I felt like we lost a lot of freedoms during that time. And some of the church leaders were accepting that.
Right.
I don't.
When I saw the gloves and the masks in church, I was like, what are we even coming here for then? If this is what we're going to be doing? Because, like, there's doctors in this freaking church. Don't they know that this is bullshit? In this church. Like, I'm not a doctor, but I at least have followed and researched enough to know that that's not going to stop a virus, this, and anything else. So I was like, why even come then, dude? Let's just all stay home. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. It seemed like there
That's
was a
my opinion
loss
on
of a lot of common sense, a lot of logic
that.
during those times. And it was just sad to me, But, I spent a lot of time in Europe when I was going to church, and those guys were a little bit more excessive. So I don't know what you guys experienced or going to church with a lot of liberals, but that's what I've experienced.
Yeah. I don't know if we can probably profile the liberals,
Hmm.
you know. Maybe they're a little femmy, or their wife is more, has a stronger voice or more empowering or more, powerful than he is.
They wear
But
ankle
when
boots.
my pops had ankle boots though, and he was a
What? Huh?
G. I ain't gonna
What,
lie.
what about the
Them wasn't
quarter
ankle
zips?
boots, nigga. Them wasn't
What was
ankle.
those?
I'm talking about. If I see, I can show you.
Oh,
Oh,
like
He's
ankle
talking about
socks.
he's talking about where you tie it in, like with lace up ankle
No,
boots.
he's talking about the short zipper that zips right just up to the ankle. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, my pops didn't have those. His
Oh,
definitely went up to the calves, bro.
that's what I'm saying. Nigga. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, damn. Guys wear those, dude?
When they're liberals, they are.
Oh my gosh, bro. They're trying to literally walk in their shoes, huh?
They say you gotta walk a mile in someone's shoes to understand where they.
Damn. That's crazy,
my
bro.
my biggest issue is like the excessively being offended by everything. Like everything's offensive. And man, how can you claim to be somebody who's confident when you're always offended by everything? So that's the issue I have.
That's my whole thing. To be offended is a choice. You are choosing to be offended.
Right.
You being offended has nothing to do with what anybody else said. You're choosing to do that shit to yourself. So you can't turn around and be like, "Well, what they said offended me." Well, fucking, you're the one who's choosing to be offended. So at
Yeah.
the end of the day, just gotta dust off the bitch in you. You know what I mean?
But that right there is deeply, deeply a female attribute as far as emotion is concerned. Because if you're being offended over everything, you're making your emotions make a decision about something somebody did. When it's like, why are you making an emotional decision on what he does or says or whatever? When you can just read the room and be like, oh, he's playing. He's playing.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's playing. Or obviously, or even to ignore it to be like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
But it really
Yeah.
takes so much strength in your emotions to think that it's worth being offended over.
It's
You
funny because
know?
what you're explaining is the opposite of what a lot of like liberals do, where they're always attributing some motive to what people are doing. Oh, the reason why you're doing that, the reason why it offends me is because your motive is to offend me, or your motive is that you're a racist, or your motive is that you're a bigot. Opposite of
Right.
what you're trying to say is like, oh man, that guy's just having a rough day or whatever. You're trying to, give him the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Yeah.
Understanding.
Right. Exactly.
Like, what happened to that? Why you just understand people,
Yeah.
even to
Because
the point where you can just ignore them.
to be offended, like to be that easily offended, would dictate like logic would dictate that once you start to feel offended, if you're logical enough, you'll be like, what the fuck am I thinking?
Yeah.
Like this isn't even worth being offended over.
No.
Like I'm gonna go home pissed off. I'm like, you know what I mean? When you
Right.
see people go off that, like they go off and they fucking lose their shit over the smallest things, I always look at them like, dude. And I bet you can't even fight. Like that's the rough part of it.
No, and that's the thing about it too is they have to wait till they're in a safe space before they jump online and share their offense. Like, why didn't you face him there? Why didn't you tell him that? He must have been a big freaking Polynesian guy that operates heavy equipment or something. But your ass to be that scared. You know what I'm saying? You waited until you got a safe space, locked his car doors, and then, start
Yeah,
talking.
there's no
Like,
reason to be scared. His record is probably like 0-13 or some shit.
Yeah.
oh, son of a bitch. You motherfucker.
I don't know what that's reference to. What is that?
He's trying to reference my fight record, but it wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't
I
that
didn't
bad.
say
bro.
that. I didn't fucking say that. You're saying that now.
Well, because it wasn't on 13. I mean, it was, it was closer to like 4 and 8. You know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah,
I was 500. I was 500. When football teams go 500, they cool, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Say shit.
You
You're making this-
motherfucker. You.
You're making it seem like I
Why
did
did you
that.
have to tell him my freaking? Now he's not gonna be scared of me. If I want to scare him, he's scared of me, dog. I can't scare nobody now that you told everybody my fight record, dog. This mother.
Dude,
Hey,
see,
bro.
because you're doing it wrong. You're still an honorable dude. You're still the type of dude like square up, put your hands up. Not me, dude. Like, hey, I'm sorry, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, stop trying to freaking get my freaking hopes back up, you motherfucker. This guy. All right, goose. I'm with you now. Thanks
Dude,
a lot,
I don't know
buddy.
why you brought that up, dude. I don't know why you went that far into detail with all that. That's not what I was in
Well,
reference to.
I mean, when you say 0-13, Alex don't know what it is. I just have to put
What
it
does
on
that have to
record.
do? Like,
I'm
if
at least
0-13 has
500.
nothing to do with you, why would you do that?
Oh, okay. So you weren't referencing my fight record?
No, I was going to talk about, maybe he wrote the bench. Maybe I was going off on something there, and then you just cut me the fuck off.
Why couldn't you just talk about Alex at that point? You know what I'm saying? He's not here. He's probably over there. He still hasn't gotten bailed out. You know what I'm saying?
We already know what football player Alex was. He's the one where the knee pads were on his shins. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go bail him out, dude. I'm bailing them out.
His hip pads. His hip pads were up here under his armpit.
Don't do him like that.
Damn, dude.
Hey, the dude standing by coach, and his knees are just locked back because he's just got.
Or they're bouncing back and forth like he's like waiting.
Yeah, he's locking back both knees because he has to just stand there.
Ready to go, yeah.
His knees are locked forward and his arms are folded. His hips are all the way forward. It's because he's not ready to run. He's not ready to go anywhere.
He's not getting
stationary
ready.
at this-
Like the coach didn't say, "Hey, get ready."
But he's kind of like looking out into space. He's like, I wonder if I'm
Like
gonna
this is how much the contact, right? The coach looks in, looks at the play, throws the signal and stuff, and then he turns around and goes, "Move." And then-
Damn. Somebody bail that guy out so he can come and defend himself.
Oh man. Whoa.
They
Oh
had
my gosh.
the Rydell cleats, hella tight. His knee pads were on his shins. Hip pads, the hip pads were like protruding out, like he was gonna fly away and shit. And just
Freaking two marks on his mouthpiece where they don't belong because he's been doing it for so long. Yeah.
he's never had to put it in properly. He just sits there and chews on the wrong side.
Dude, he's never had to snap in the bottom part of his chin strap, dude. He's just staying there. He doesn't know what it feels like.
This is him right here, the whole time like this.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
he has his helmet
Hey,
on.
get out the way. Move.
He's the
He
only
never
guy
has
on
to
the team
throw
that
his uniform.
He has his helmet on the whole game. He's the only guy.
Yeah. He's the only one that gets to hang his uniform back up. He doesn't throw it in the laundry with the rest of them. All right, dude, let's knock it off, dude. Come on.
Knock it off.
Pussy, man. Look what you started, dog. That's
I
messed
didn't
up.
start shit.
Why would you do that?
Shit.
He's over there
Why
trying to
am
get
I
bailed
always-
out. You're,
Honor
like,
roll.
He's gonna get bailed out. He's gonna come over here. He's gonna get mad, and we're still not gonna give a shit. So I don't know.
all right, let's go to the comments. Do we have any comments?
No, we don't have any comments yet. So
Any viewers, at least?
yeah, we've had it's gone up to 3, 2, and it's back to 1 now. So it goes up between 1 and 3.
Right on.
Yeah. So somebody's watching.
Somebody.
Yeah. It seems like as soon as it posts, it gets a lot of views right away. People are,
Right.
these subscribers who have made notifications, they get it right away and they watch at least 20.
Hey, make sure you edit that just right. The whole Alex thing. Just freaking the firing. Just freaking edit it like we're firing off
when
of.
when he said the knee thing, I'm going to have a guy standing just like that next to a coach.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That usually that guy, he's built like Gru from Despicable Me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
His knees, you
He's
can
got
see
no
when they're locked
ass.
out.
He's got like the back of his football pants are shaggy. You know what I mean? They're just locked in. They're just locked in, ready to cheer their ass off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You guys seem to have experienced that quite a bit.
We know what those guys look like. We feel sorry for them for a long time.
We've always walked into the locker room with them like, "Hey, man, you did great today, man." And
Yeah.
Yeah.
sometimes you think in their head they're like, "Fucking asshole, I don't know what you're talking to me about it right now."
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you say to them? You say, "Hey, Connor, good job."
Yeah. Yeah, I was always nice to those guys.
Yeah, because usually when you're talking to your homies after, like, "Hey, man, come here," like, "Hey, good read on the edge, man." Then you look over at that guy and you're like, "Hey, man, good job today, dude. Nice seeing you out there, brother." You know what I mean? You always got to pass the camaraderie on to them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know when they become the 12th man. You never know.
Either that or they're going to become the man who pew-pews the school.
So you got to be nice to them.
You got to be nice.
You got to give them
You
some
got to be
credit.
nice to them. Give them credit, dude.
Or he ends up being on a bailout somewhere. So
Mm.
Mhm. Yeah, dude. So what were we talking about?
we were talking a little bit about church. We were talking about Iran. We were talking, talking about a lot.
Man, a lot of interesting things over here in Missouri, man.
Like
Oh yeah, what's
what?
going on?
There are these old guys. Every time I go to the steak center, there's old guys standing around. And this happened first when I first got here. They would stand around talking about prophecy because a lot of things happened in this area.
Yeah,
Gallatin is the next county over, and then this area, like a lot of the members used to stay in these areas and had businesses and whatnot, and were run out of these areas, right? But they would talk about the gathering, the whole that type of prophecy or whatnot, and talking about us, like how is it that so many of us showed up, and they start theorizing stuff, and I was like, bro. I came out here because it was cheap. I don't know what these guys are talking about, but they are really convinced. You know what I mean? So now I'm like conflicted. Like, what are these guys talking about? And what they do say, it does, make sense or whatever. But um, church wise, a lot of these people were expecting us, which I thought was a trick.
what
They
prophecy is
were
that though?
just that the children of Lehi are going to start coming back into this area, and because this Zarahemla is right here across the way, and the land of Nephi and stuff. They start charting out these maps, which I thought was interesting too. So, um, anyway, that's what they're talking about on this Sunday, you know. But it's interesting to hear their points of view, and then you wonder, because I'm like, dude, don't play with me, bro. I'm not here for all that.
Do you
But
have
at the
a
same
like a insight into our opinion about what they're saying, or you think like it's
Well, I may have an opinion now just because, they talk about it so much, but I literally came out here because it was cheap and I would freaking didn't want to, deal with the rat race anymore. And just came out here for that purpose and that purpose alone. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
And so, yeah, I really don't know how I feel about all that, but it is interesting,
I
you know?
almost feel like it's related to the prophecy between Ephraim and Manasseh. You know
Right?
that prophecy? You know, because quite a few Polynesians are, from Manasseh, and so, they say in the latter days, Manasseh, the tribe of Manasseh, will take over the leadership of the church. So maybe there's something to be said about that. I mean, it is a
What tribe are
prophecy.
you? What tribe are you guys from?
I'm Ephraim.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
How about you?
Have you gotten your patriarchal blessing yet? Oh, yeah, they tell you there.
What are you?
Are your brothers or your dad?
I don't. I think Sokai guy.
All my family are all Ephraim. I mean Manasseh. I'm the only Ephraim.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me and my younger brother Asa, we're Manasseh. And then my brother Leka and Lisa are Ephraim.
Hmm.
See, the fact that you and Asa are the same, it
Yeah.
makes sense. It makes sense.
Whatever that means.
It's
It
never
does
a
make
dull
sense.
moment. It's never a dull moment with you two, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that prophecy comes about because it's a pretty important prophecy if you think about it.
Hmm.
Because this is what I believe. This is my opinion. Is that any prophecy that talks about one tribe taking over the duties of another tribe, that means those tribes have a different approach to different things. That's why the change in tribes to take over.
Right.
And we look at a lot of the Manasseh, they're Polynesian, they're
Yeah.
bigger, they're stronger, they're builders, they're aggressive, and maybe that's what is needed for, to prepare for second coming. It's just, my own Alex's,
No, that makes
perspective.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense because a lot of the Ephraim guys are, in my opinion, intellectuals. They're
I agree.
planners.
Yeah.
they're architects of things, and they
Yeah.
really. I mean, and that's judging off of my brothers, my two brothers that are from.
Oh,
And
really?
then yeah, then me and my brother Asa, we are the guys you tell to go take care of something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's what it seems like. Oh, okay, so we're gonna need that, and we're gonna need this too. At some point. So it's kind of like on The Godfather, where Michael told Tommy Hagen that he couldn't be the consigliere, right? Because he wasn't a wartime consigliere. He was a peacetime consigliere and was all business and all legit and up on the up. But when it was wartime, you're gonna need a different consigliere. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
yeah. So we'll see. That's
And
pretty interesting.
and I even looked up the word Missouri in one of these Indian tribes, the old Indian tribes, means the gathering,
Yep. Yeah.
and that tripped me out. You know,
Yeah.
what are the odds of that? And there's a town down here called
Tonganoxie.
Tonganoxie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
told you
What's it
that.
called?
Tonganoxie. Tongan, the word Tongan, and the Oxie, Oxie. It's a
It's an
old
Indian
Indian
tribe.
tribe. Yeah.
Tell me that one isn't freaking ironic, right?
So because you got tired of the rat race, now all of a sudden the world's gonna end. Thanks a lot, dude.
Hey man, do you guys own a U-Haul?
Huh?
You own a U-Haul truck?
Own one?
Yeah. Do you
We have a
have one?
box truck.
Yeah. Bring your ass over here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Hell
just
nah.
letting you know. Giving you fair warning, dog.
It's okay.
Throw your
16
machine up in
hours.
there, roll up.
Yeah. Are there a
16
lot of
hours isn't a bad drive if I need to make it at the last minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
are there a lot of Serbian people over there
No,
or Croatian? Yeah, Croatian.
not that I've seen around here. There's a lot of Micronesians.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
HB1 these are Micronesians, and they pretty much fill up the factories around some of these towns.
HB1.
Yeah, or one of the HBs
Hmm.
visa
The
for
hell's that?
workers. Just a working visa to come from
Oh,
Micronesia.
I thought HB1 was like the genius visa that comes so that because we benefit from you being a genius.
I guess there's a loophole in one of those, silver linings.
Hmm.
No, that's messed up.
Have you ever had a chance to go to Fort Riley?
Where's that at?
That's it's in the middle of in Kansas. So once you pass
Oh,
when you go to Kansas City, it's about an hour and a half drive to going towards Denver.
oh, okay.
Yeah. If you ever
I'll
get
be
a
down
chance to
on.
go there, get a pass and go onto the base. All the
Yeah.
old base housing that was built by the Mormon Battalion, so they have a lot of plaques there and really interesting.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started my mission in San Diego, and there's
Oh
a
yeah,
whole entire old
yeah,
town
yep.
built by
I've been
the
there.
battalion when they
Been
got
there.
there.
It's great to know that like the first flag was raised there by members.
You
Yeah.
know,
So
I thought that was interesting.
yeah, old San Diego. I love that area.
Yeah.
I had some good food down there.
Uh,
Hmm.
and they still have the houses with the
Addition.
adobe.
Oh yeah.
It was all plastered. I don't know what they use in the plaster. It was just mud and hay, like the ancient Egyptians.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was cool. It was nice.
Wow. Yeah. So how's work?
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little slow
Um.
out here. We're trying to pick up some business, but it's slow moving right now because everybody's
Yeah.
kind of like in a rat race to start picking up leads and stuff. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Are there any data centers going up in Florida?
not in this area that I know of, but I wouldn't be surprised if those go up soon. Yeah.
I got a call from an electrical company in Utah 2 weeks ago and asked me if I wanted to work on the new data centers in Utah. I was like, damn, because I already done 2 data centers out there, one for the military and one for Facebook. But they said there was a lot more going up there.
Oh, doing electrical work?
Yeah,
We'll be working on one here in the next month or so down
really?
in
The
Delta,
Apple.
Milford
The
County,
Apple.
the Apple Data
Yeah,
Center.
that's what they
Yeah,
told me. They told me it was
we'll be
south.
doing all the dirt work and all the utilities for it.
Oh, all the underground. Do you guys do
There
any
you
of
go.
the structural stuff, Kusi?
No,
Oh, okay.
no concrete or anything like that.
Soon,
Just
maybe. Huh?
excavating, huh?
All utility stuff.
Yep,
Nice.
gas. I mean, water, sewer, irrigation. We'll run the gas, but we won't tie it in.
Oh, you guys run all the piping?
Yeah.
Nice. Damn, so you making them big bucks, bro. That's them big bucks.
He's comfortable. He's a comfortable guy. Yeah.
I don't make shit.
Yeah,
You
right.
know why? Oh, I can, like, when I look at my check, I'm like, okay, cool. And then I look at what I have to pay, and I'm like, well, fucking, there goes that. You know
There
what I
was
mean?
that idea.
Okay, well, that felt good for a split second.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Man.
Because they asked me to come out there for 40. I was like, oh, all right, we'll see. I'm waiting on a call from one of my contractors in Florida before I make that decision.
Mm.
So
That person
waiting
in the
on the Florida
panhandle?
guy.
Is that person in the
Until then,
panhandle?
until then, I gotta get bailed out.
Wow.
Can somebody bail me the fuck out?
No. There's always getting into podcasts. That's another thing. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? I'm full on. I'm fully in.
Mm. You're fully
Hey,
in?
I'm fully in on the
Okay.
podcast.
something that I've been seeing a lot of in just their basic social media is there's been like kind of like a uprising, I guess you could say, of like people talking about mental health amongst the Polynesian community. Um, I come from a family of all boys, so wasn't really a thing. Still kind of isn't a thing for us. Like, I'm not saying like we're like all strong-minded, fucking, you know what I mean, tough guys, this and that. But it just has never been a thing where we're like, and I don't want to say mentally weak because that's not the word for it. Because I know it's a real exist. I know it exists. I know it's real. It's just something that I guess I haven't really had like a close up personal experience with. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah,
And so I'm wondering if you guys have seen it or if you guys have dealt with any of it lately or I don't know, in your lifetime, I guess.
I think to bring it up is cool if it exists. Do studies, cool. But at some point, if we can find out, what it really exists and if it's existed in some people or whatever, then cool. But at some point, it feels like it's going heavy to, it's going to exist no matter what the freaking, what's on the list of your reactions or when on the diagnosis, right? Do you feel this way or this way or this way? And when that list gets long enough, then I'm like, well, normal guys feel all that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have
Like
to
I
pin
felt
down
sad,
something.
and I felt so sad. And I mean, you guys know, like when the old man passed away,
Right.
I felt to the point like so sad where there was no urge to like move, go to work, function. You know what I mean? It went away,
Right.
and then you're like, oh well, yeah, you're suffering with depression. I go, no, my pops passed away, and it's been us and him since 1996.
Right.
So my mountain came crumbling down. So I was extremely sad.
Right.
That was all that was. I still sad about it, and it hits me every now and then, but like that urge to stop and stuff not there anymore. You know what I mean? I'm up and at 'em in the morning with reason to go to work and everything like that. And like I said, I know it exists, but I also we all work in an industry where when somebody talks about their emotions, like, hey, rub some dirt on it, move the fuck on, dude. We got shit to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just another part where I was like, I haven't. I mean, I don't think I've ever even tried to process it when it comes to other people complaining about it because I've seen so many other people use it as a crutch as well.
Right.
Like guys who go, like there's guys who claim mental illness and claim that they get a higher disability check than Vidi Ami, my little brother who's Down syndrome.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta
know,
find out.
I'm going to tell you it's crazy about stress. I feel like every time, especially a man, because I can only speak from a man's perspective, when there's a certain amount of stress or depression, what they call depression, you go through, there's always like a Superman syndrome where somebody comes in and try and save you from whatever you're going through. But just because you're going through it and you miss your dad or you miss what you're used to, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means you're going through something. And sometimes as a leader, you could just say, look, I don't know exactly how to help you, but I'm going to give you some time so that you can be with the loved ones that'll help you get through that. Instead of saying, hey, just suck it up and go back to work. I think that's a better solution than saying, oh, go find somebody who'll give you some medication so you get through that and get back to work. I don't know. That's just how I've always looked at it, because there's this thing called PTSD that they talk about. And I think it's a misnomer that they use for military members because the PTSD, the D at the end is a disorder. But we're not going through a stress disorder. We've gone through a stress syndrome where we've experienced a traumatic stress, and it's affected us in a way that, it's adjusted the way we think or we move, but it doesn't mean it's affected us negatively. It just affected us to the point where now we're jaded and we have these barriers up. But, that just means we've gone through a syndrome. And I think it's bad to link or to group everything together. So first of all, I think we have to have a more intelligent way of approaching mental health. And second of all, there are alternatives to just throwing medicine at everything. We don't try out enough, I think.
I don't like how it's being used to feminize almost,
Yeah.
like it's cool. Like there are solid, human feelings like grief or despair or sadness. Like if those exist, where is the line between that and what they're talking about? Is there a time limit to grief or time limit to sadness, a time limit to despair? The amount that makes it something else that requires medication now, to
Right.
fix. Like
There's no
that's where
metric
I'm
to it.
like,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, but that's why I'm like, all right, well, if if the prognosis or whatever shows up on the list, it's like which one of them are actuals, and if you say it enough times, people are going to think they have it. It's kind of like the COVID thing. People today tell me, yeah, my grandpa died of COVID. Whether that's true or not, it's whatever. But once you lie to me once about something, and then we find out that everything was COVID in 2020, then
Yeah.
to me, I'm like, oh, so they just died normally, regularly. Or if it wasn't for the COVID, it would have been something labeled something else, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Because of the climate of the politics and how they're labeling and talking so much about something, I just don't want it to. I don't want anybody to be convinced that that's it. If there's an agenda behind it, especially when it comes to medicine, you know what I mean? Then it's like, oh, they want everybody on that medicine because it costs this much, and these doctors get paid from the government for this. They start tying it and researching and finding out that there's something else. Then it's like, we were all just sad, and
Yeah.
yo bitch ass went and got some medication.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Where there were
So
folks that I heard that didn't take any medication and they still died of something. And what I tell people is that, if you tell somebody they're gonna eventually die of something, and they're full of fear, that can erode and corrode someone's mind to the point where they're so fearful that they think they're going to die, and the body starts to shut down. It's actually a natural, reaction to fear. Sometimes is your body goes into shock. So
right,
it was a sad time. There were people who thought they were going to die, and they couldn't see their family members. They couldn't come up to them, and they're like, "Oh, there's nothing we could do." And next thing you know, that person's deceased. His family never got to see him, and they don't really know what he died of. So, and it, from what I understand, it happened quite a bit. So, I don't know.
Well,
right.
I seen that happen a lot. I've seen people like having to just watch a video or watch from the road while their loved one is taken into the cemetery and buried. And then, like,
Yeah.
one of the boys in Salt Lake, I'm not gonna say his name, but Pawnee, bro, he just unplugged all his shit. They told him that he just felt, he's like, dude, I'm not gonna make it, and these guys want me to stay in here. This fool just unplugged all his shit and put his clothes on and started walking home and called his sister to come pick him up.
Mhm. Yeah, I
He's
believe
still
it.
alive. He's still alive today. He said in his honest opinion, he thinks that if he stayed in the hospital, then he would have passed.
Yeah,
You know how religious people will say, "Well, turn to Christ, turn to God," right? And it's supposed to give you hope. There are chemical things that happen in the brain and the body when people start to find hope. Go serve, right? And then the tongue and culturally will say, well, they'll say, "Oh, fire that Allah." People like, get your mind busy on something else so that you're not thinking about that. It's that simple to them, right?
yeah,
Tuko lang Noah, tuko lang PC. And yeah, a lot of people say, well, that's all the cure. They say, tuko lang Noah, tuko lang PC. Or the religious people say, turn to God, turn to Christ, find people to serve. And, there's so many regular, normal things culturally and spiritually, right? So that's what I mean by if we can take care of it culturally and spiritually, by all means. My concern is when it's too heavy on the well, maybe he needs medicine.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
part that I'm like,
Or
all
that's
right,
like
well,
the knee-jerk reaction sometimes. Let's throw some medication at it.
right.
Yeah,
I think the doctor should ask, well, did you do it the religious way and the cultural way first? Yeah? Did you get your
Uh,
mind busy on something else before I give you all these medications? Of
yeah,
course, they're not going to do that.
yeah.
Um,
During the COVID time at the end of 2021, I was actually hospitalized for pneumonia, and I was in there, and it sucked. It just felt terrible, And one of the doctors came up and he says, "Let me tell you, man, don't be like these other people who just fade away into the darkness because they just believe that they're gonna die." He's like, "Take your medicine, get up and walk around. Let that stuff flush out of your system. Stay active, and you'll be out of here. But if you just lay in that bed, you're gonna just wallow in whatever sorrow you have, and you're gonna just fade away." And I took that to heart, man. I was like, "Wow, this guy." And he's like, "Don't do it." And I guess it happened enough that he just was tired of it. And I appreciate that. So many people were full of this fear and this darkness. They just thought that, hey, this is inevitable. I'm just going to stay in this bed and let it happen.
You know, in
Sad.
the Mariner book, they talk a lot about how there are women that are driven crazy by grief, they believe that the chemicals in the body or the brain have something to do with being so sad. You know, normal
Yeah.
people grieve either a death of a baby or sometimes they had to sacrifice the baby and choke it, and stuff like that. So I definitely believe that um, grief or sadness or despair can have that effect. So yeah, I'm glad that doctor did tell you that. Like, hey man, he pretty much told you exactly
Yeah.
you know what the song is be saying. Like, "Duhago, I give I might get busy on something else."
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Duhag-
the reason why it was so important to me is because I was like, I would ask the nurse, like, can I get up and walk around? She's like, oh, we'd rather you just relax and rest. Don't overdo it, and stuff. And it's so crazy how the contrast of when the doctor came in and said, no, get up, man, get go back to life, become alive. And I love that. And I wish I hope more doctors were doing that at the time.
right.
Yeah.
He walked
Like
in
on
and
the
he's like,
move.
"Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig. Get up, Craig.
Get up, son.
Get up, son. Come on, Craig."
Yeah.
Oh,
I was saying
snap.
that to one of the boys at the Calapuis. This little fool was sitting. He was sitting in this chair, dude. Usually you can. The guys who they sit down and they close their eyes like this. This fool's hands just released and it didn't wake him up. And then he did this and he didn't wake up. But he was just like, I was like, so right when that happened, I was like, my buzz started to go in. I was like, "Come on, Craig. Get up, son. Come on, Craig." This fool was just like, I'm like, "God damn. Fool.
Yeah.
Come on,
Oh,
Craig."
snap.
He was getting beat up, man. He was getting beat up by the Sandman.
Debo
That's
had him,
crazy that
dog.
you can be that comfortable.
Did you go to church today?
I sure did.
Good for you, man.
I sure did. I need it, bro. Like I remember I told you,
Yeah.
I'm one of the simple-minded creatures in this world. I don't complicate much.
Yeah.
I just know that when I do go to church and I somewhat align whatever's going on in my head with my faith, things are more peaceful and just things they fall into place for me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, I simplify it as much as possible. That's what a lot of people they write me on TikTok. They message me like, "Oh my gosh, you're such a like your brain is so underdeveloped. You still have to go to church to be a good guy, to believe you're a good guy. You're so simple minded to believe that church is making you feel better and this and that." Hey, I don't give a shit. Yeah, you're telling me. Yeah, you're right. The fuck, you're right.
Uh,
It's such a terrible way of looking at somebody going to church.
But I mean, granted, they could have gone to church and then somebody that was at church made them feel alienated. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, that means that
So
they're easily offended by something, or. I think the importance of you going to church is probably that somebody else seeing you, like, man, big ups to that guy coming to church. You know, he's doing the right thing. I'm gonna keep doing the right thing. Being the
I have
example,
a
I think, is good.
ever since I became the Sunday school president, I have a different outlook on church. And ever since they changed the format, right? Like I told you, the Alex's from teacher student to discussion sharing. The ones that's needed at church the most are are the conversationalists, the ones that are able to conversate, to start discussions, because now it's in discussion mode. You take the lesson home, you learn it with your family, and you take it home and share how it applies to you and your family. And so now, when I go, I'm telling them, hey, the Sunday school presidents, uh, encourage the families to go take it, and when they come to church, to really discuss it. And the ones that I found that were most effective are the ones who can have conversations. The conversationalists, you know. This I was telling Lucila and freaking what's called the other day because they were talking about I go because it gets me a certain place or it makes me feel a certain way or for me or whatever. And Lucila's like I don't go for whatever reason. And I was like that's cool, but there's a lot of people that need conversationalists like Gusi or Lucila or Lecky. Like you go for yourself until you're cool, and then you go for everybody else. Is what I'm like. Well, what my mind state is on right now. Since the
I agree.
threefold mission of the church is freaking proclaim the gospel, perfect the saints, and redeem the dead. Like, there are a lot of people out there that don't go that are perfect at perfecting the saints. Like conversationalists like Nusila and you guys that I think as a Sunday school president, I'm like, man, I wish I had some in some of these classes or some of these wards. I'm like, these guys could use some good conversationalists for sure. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a really good point because I feel like
Put this in the garbage, though.
what you're trying to say right now is that when you go to church, sometimes you have to turn on a bailout, and then you get like this great conversation.
You gotta bring value in order for you to get bailed out. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know what I mean? You want these guys to bail you out or not? You want this church
You want the
session
bailout or not? Fucking speak up. Give me a reason. Make me feel obligated to send this over. You boring son of a bitch.
the comments of people in the class like, nope, that wasn't good. Let's try again. Oh man,
That's how I know that I'm getting old. Is like when the lesson's being taught. If somebody, like in Elders Corner, if we've gone a couple of Elders Corner and somebody's still not saying anything,
Yeah.
then I'll tell them like, what do you think? Like, be honest. What do you think of what's been said so far? You have any life experiences? And a lot of times you're like, well, I mean, yeah. So like growing up, I'm like, fuck, you just needed the nudge. Fucking, I'm not bailing you out. No fumado, tae. You stay there.
You stay here. You build your value before I build your ass out of this class, buddy.
or you text them, you're like, hey, you need to lower your bail amount because that was not it.
Or you text everybody, somebody bail me the fuck out of this class right now, please. Oh, shit. Anyways.
It's the rule of sales, right? Like, make the person feel like they're getting the deal of a lifetime.
Right.
Because like if I like selling like security systems, like I'm not one of those pretty boy, like I'm a big fucking dark fat Polynesian dude. When I'm knocking on the door, the first tactic I have to take, I have to step almost all the way off the porch.
You have to zoom out.
I have to make myself seem somewhat smaller or shorter to whoever's answering the door.
All right.
Because the wider they open that door, the higher my chance gets to me getting in the house.
So you go stand back on the sidewalk?
You go like this?
The fuck? Listen before let me fucking finish.
Listen and don't judge. Listen and don't judge.
No, so like I have to stop there and I can't make eye contact for like the first couple exchanges. Like I can look and like as if I'm kind of investing like thought into where I can install the security system because then they think I'm looking observant when really I just don't want to make eye contact because I'm a bigger fucker. Off of that, then I'm like, hey, how you doing? Do you know Mr. and Mrs. Williams, the second house down here on the right? Like, no, what about them? Like, oh no, I just bringing out a promotional. Gave it to them. They actually referred me over here. Said that you guys have been pretty nice neighbors. They wanted to extend it to you as well. And then you just go off the spiel and you're like, well, you can get this, just fucking build this giant package. And then when they're like, well, what's the catch? Like, so I was kind of trying to skip over this part, but there is a catch. I need you to put this little sign in your front yard. You think you can do that for me? And they're like, well, what's it going to cost? Oh, no, you can have all the equipment. I mean, obviously, you're going to monitor. You got to have it monitored. So, I mean, your little monthly, whatever. I can pay your first 3 months in that. Then I'm tying them into a 36-month contract, and I'm
Nice.
collecting 60% of that. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
it's like make me feel like I want to bail you out.
That's
Because
where you're
if I
going with
don't-
that.
If I don't feel like that,
All right.
no
Right.
bail,
No bailout.
no
Swipe.
bail,
Swipe up. Swipe up. The damn show.
just like that.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
The,
man.
the worst is when you swipe up and you get into another one. You're like, damn, I wish I didn't get into this one. And before you swipe out, they're like, hey, what's up, Brucey? Like, damn,
Yeah.
saw me.
Every time, hi, yes, split, and before they finish the split, I'm like, and then they'll share it, and then they'll share it over.
Or they try to get you
Right.
on.
So and so invites you to join in their live as a guest or whatever, and you're like,
We just saw you, bro. Why'd you just go through?
no. And then they sometimes, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you'll get a text on your fucking phone number.
I saw you.
Jump in, bro, jump in. Like, you see, here's the problem. I came in and I saw everybody in the panel. You don't make me feel like I want to jump in.
Damn. Hey.
So
That's a valid, right? That's a valid reason. You know
that's all
what I
I'm
mean?
saying.
The
Make
vibe.
me
Yeah,
feel
vibe.
like I want to go there.
I feel like it was more popping in the beginning of those lives
They were.
when
They're
we all
different.
when we all started to get to know
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah,
Those
dude.
things were popping. You know what I mean?
Remember the dating game we did? We had like
Oh yeah.
those lives were popping. Dude. They were
Family
Feud.
fun. Yeah, they were fun. And then like some people actually got caught having affairs on that app, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why that guy jumped off.
Yeah. Hey, we were just playing. You know, we were just getting to know each other.
Some people were sending like live real roses to people's houses and shit, and I'm like, hey, this is the internet. I take it just as that, bud.
Yeah.
Wow.
But,
It's hard to hide
yeah.
that stuff too, man.
Hide what?
You know,
Affairs?
getting well, especially when you're doing it online, and then when somebody gets hurt, it's about to blow up, online.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I seen that. One of the homies was getting dragged by two girls. He was talking to them both at the same time. And he never made it official. He went to Vegas for a work thing, and one of the girls was in Vegas, and so he went and visited her, and they started, chopping it up and hanging out. And then he ended up from Vegas going to California before heading back home. So he went to California, and then one of the other girls that he had known, like met on one of the lives, he went and hung out with her. And they, whatever happened. They just kept chopping it up. And all of a sudden, the two girls figured out that he had visited one and the other in the same trip. Bro, started dragging him.
Both of them?
You're such a piece of shit. I was like, hey, easy on my boy, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the three places it's hard to hide these days is online, specifically TikTok. What's that game they play with the paddles?
Pickleball.
Pickleball.
And then on the ramp,
That play.
on the Chow Chow ramp.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
dude.
Oh my goodness.
It's just I mean,
So it's not exclusive to Kaba, bro.
that's the thing that was making me laugh.
No, it's not.
People were like, "Oh, you seen this happen at the fight?" I was like, "Didn't you sleep with your partner in pickleball?"
Right.
Like, that has nothing to do with. Oh, whoa. Sounds like somebody else stepped out on their morals and ethics during a fucking recreational sport.
Some people call that overreaction.
That shit happens in broad daylight.
Yeah. No, but
Yeah.
Tony, grab me a bottle of water.
How tall is Tony now, dude?
Fucking tall.
He's getting tall?
Yeah, so I don't know if you remember the Ayoso family from Provo.
I don't think so.
His brother Bryce Ayoso, he played catcher at BYU,
Okay.
and then he played in the minors for a little bit. But he's been doing throwing practice with Tony
Oh, nice.
baseball.
in baseball. And then I've been like doing like basics with him on like the line and stuff. And then
Right.
my little brother Tony shows up and he's like, "What are you doing? Put this dude in that quarterback." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Put him at quarterback. He can be too heavy and be an X-Men and still be an effective quarterback. He just can't leave the pocket."
Mm.
And so
You still got long hair?
come here.
What was
Oh,
that?
it's past his ass, bro. Come here.
Damn, for real?
Say hi.
Hi.
What's up, dude? Long time no see, man. I know you don't remember me, but when I came and trained with your dad, I put hands on your dad easily.
Mm.
Sorry, I had to take you off my earbuds so he can hear your lies. Talk to Uncle.
Oh. So, Tony?
What's your name, Tony?
Stand
Nice
up,
to meet you, Tony.
Turn around.
Damn.
Let's
Let's
see
see your
that
hair? Damn. Okay.
Go. Overgrown.
Hey, real
He's
quick.
gonna be-
Yeah, I will.
Oh,
Don't worry.
I was hoping we could give him a little like life lesson, real quick.
Come here, Tony. Come here. Uncle will talk.
Hey, Tony, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hey, just wanted to let you know a life lesson is kind of like a life hack. TikTok bailouts are not a good place to be. Once you know that, life is good.
Right? You hear that?
You don't know what that means, but when you do, you're like, oh, I'm so glad somebody told me about that.
So when you see this uncle down here, yeah, remember, pretty sick. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Bail me out, Tony. Use all your dad's money to bail me out, buddy.
This fool took the Amex to school and went to the school store and
Went to
just
town.
lived it up. Everybody got candy that fucking day.
You're like, give me everything. Give me everything.
He was bailing everybody out, huh?
I look at the charge on the Amex and I'm like,
Hey, he was pointing with the card. He's like, how much is that over there? What about that? Let me get some of that.
130.
Damn. He bailed everybody out on that day.
This dude out there just bailing motherfuckers out, dude.
That's love right there. That's love. Man.
So then, hey, I figured out who it was. I came in. Hey, it's looking in my wallet and I'm missing my gray card. Where's my gray card? He's like, oh. Started taking out of his backpack before he even got to the bucket. Ow. Hey, this dude.
Oh, man.
Dude, doing Oprah Winfrey at school. You get candy. You get candy.
Hokuka high, man. That's all you gotta ask, you know.
I don't know. I'm gonna day. If you was on that day, man, I need more me, but
Mm. That's how I'm gonna start asking for money now. I'm like, hey man, bail me out right quick. So dog, bail me out.
Yeah.
so hey, dog, how you been?
Hey, when I meet him finally, I'm like, hey, you got that card? You got that card?
Bail me out, Charles. What you got? You got on my 40, homie.
Don't forget, the jail doesn't take credit.
Put some in my commissary.
Because even though the credit's good, the money's still down, my guy.
Yeah.
So what you been doing down there in you still yachting and stuff? Hello?
I'm do maintenance at an old folks home.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's how you with the old guy, the old Tongi dude.
Yeah. So you know, it ain't much, but it do what it do. It bails me out monthly.
I'm barely making bail these days, guy.
Damn,
Now you're making a
dude.
lot, but the household income, the household expenses probably killing you.
I'm barely making bail, man. And then every couple of months a family member just decides to be the one heaven need. And then I told myself growing up, like, dude, as soon as the old man passes away, I'm not gonna be to any of these convents. You ain't gonna find me doing that. Now when I
Well,
see
me still no boxes.
Lo and behold,
it, dude, I'll call Darren. I'll call my father. I mean, did you see so and so, man? Let me know what we're doing for it.
Mm.
Good night, tomorrow we're gonna have a better attitude, right? You guys ever meet a Down syndrome dude that calls out every other Down syndrome dude he runs into?
Dude, he gets it from you, dude.
yeah.
Gets
Oh,
it
best
from
friend.
you.
We'll go to
You just call your
Walmart.
best friend?
Yeah. He only says that when he knows he's in trouble. This fool, like the Down syndrome people will be pushing the carts back. This nigga just walked in front of him. That's mine. Give me it. And the dude's like, oh, okay. He'll just take the cart and walk in. I walk away. That's over here. Say sorry. Give the cart back. And he's like, why? I'm like, hurry up. Hurry up. So this nigga, like, the time over there at Walmart, he pushed the cart back into the dude's stack of carts. I'm sorry. He just starts walking away. Right when we got the little foyer between the two doors, right when we got there, I grabbed the bag of shit. What the hell's your problem? Go get the damn cart. Hurry up. We're walking until he's pissed off. I'm like, fucking shit.
Oh man, you gotta let him live his life because they got their
Yeah.
own world.
You
You
gotta
know what
let
I
them
mean?
fly, bro. Let them fly.
You know what I mean? They got their own world. It's like being in
Spread his
prison.
wings.
You know, he's got
Yeah.
their own rules. You know what I mean? You're the security guard that just jumps in. You don't need it, man. Hey, man, we got our own rules out here, bro, at the streets. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let us be. This is my people's.
You guys are
You
trying
know
to
what I mean?
you guys know how reckless Ami is? If I give him the green light, he's hitting somebody. Automatic.
He gets
Hell
that from
yeah.
somebody though. Somebody is.
I'm the one just over him, so he didn't get it from me. We're only 3 years apart, so he sure as shit didn't get it from me. There's 2 more above me. Now, that's a possibility.
That's funny, man.
You gotta let him spread his wings, man. He wants to fly.
And
Yeah.
then over there, the guy's not even special needs, but he's pushing cars. at Reams. Another army was like, "You looking at?" I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, he's not even part of your community. What the fuck's your problem, dude? Stay within the confines of your community. It's to happen.
Hey man, you know, I mean, he's in the territory, dog. You gotta let him, you know, put him in his place.
You gotta stay at the homies with the extra chromies. You can't go drifting off.
Wow, I never heard that before.
You can't go drifting off the homies and shit.
You know, that's a tough life to get. It's a tough life to get punked by a guy with Down syndrome, man.
Dude, one time this fool, the house next door to ours, it was like a pool house. Like it was just an empty, pretty much structure with a big room. We put pool tables and foosball tables and ping pong tables in there. And in the back we hung up boxing bags, you know. And the old man took Ami over there, and Ami starts hitting the bag, and this dude throws an overhand right. And you know, if you bounce a bag correctly, it'll unhook. And the bag came off. And this nigga got hella off on that, dude. Me and Fina just got back from the buffet. We're laying in the Kalapu part of the house, letting it digest so we can just start fighting. So Ami walks in. He didn't even take the wraps off. He walks in and we're like, "What's up, Ami?" And he's like, "Fuck you looking at?" And I was like, and Mana comes walking up the stairs, turns around, and Ami's just like, what the fuck is going on? KJ comes and goes, "This boy," right when he knocked the bag off, he said, "I'll be back," and he walked over. Oh, reckless ass, dude.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you better not get Froggy over here, because I'll tell you what, he can catch all the smoke he's asking for over here. Right?
Sounds like he wants to be a professional boxer, like, you know, a family friend or something, you know.
Like his dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just turning 30. How old are you turning, Ami? How old are you turning this month? 36, huh? You good? All right, Nina, stay square. Yeah.
36, huh? Yeah, because I remember he was a baby when we were in San Jose.
Yeah,
We used to come over and
the heart condition that they have and stuff. The doctor said he wasn't even gonna walk. He started walking at like 5, and then they said he wasn't gonna live to 11. Now he's 36, just pissing the motherfucker off every day, just driving my blood pressure through the roof. And he's got a mullet these days, dog.
yeah. Oh snap!
I think that's part of it.
That's that stuff.
Yeah, that swag.
Yeah. That's the style of all the Hia ass dudes from back in the day, dude.
Yup. Freaking Vogue.
Hey, when's you guys' birthdays?
November 7th.
November 7th?
Mine's February 17th.
Oh, it just happened? Dang, happy birthday, bro. Yeah. Mine's April 22nd, Earth Day. Yeah.
Earth Day, birthday.
Birthday. Yeah. Anyway, man.
Well, tomorrow, you gotta make sure you go for your walk, right? Make sure your room's good. Cool?
How old did you just turn, Goose?
Huh?
How old did you just turn?
39.
39?
Yeah.
Man.
Wow.
Young ass whippersnapper.
So he's high functioning?
Who?
Your brother?
Oh, William?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of weight since he moved in with me. He moved in at like 305. He's like 215 now.
Nice.
Is he named after your mom's uncle?
No, after the old man's brother in Glendale, Viliami Pila,
Oh,
the baby brother.
I thought that old man that stayed with you guys in San Jose was Yummy. No, that's not his name.
Yeah, that was Vili Nonu,
Oh,
the one
that
that
is an old.
thought you all the time, senselessly.
Yeah. But he had the best comebacks, dude. Because when we came over, Tony was training Leka how to box. And so they trained, right? And then after like a few weeks, Tony was like, Mas mahal ko yung kita ya Vivian. And Vivian was like, was she going? I was like, oh shit. This OG still got it.
Yeah,
Man.
he moved in with us. He was with Tony like this whole time.
Oh, okay.
And when he got older and his feet were swollen and his health kind of started deteriorating, he moved in with us in Provo. And then we just did like odd jobs and stuff to get enough money and we gave him a ticket to go back to Provo. And he passed.
Right on.
Right on, right on. Hey, so talking back about the podcast, you guys think you guys want to try again tomorrow night, or you guys want to just wait until we get a good consensus? It's up to you. I'm available whenever. I just don't want to. I don't want to hold out anybody, but I also don't want to be ready to do a podcast if we don't all have time to get together.
What if we did it Tuesday night?
We could do that. Let's do it Sunday, then Tuesday.
What do you think, Lolo?
Once a week, or what are we talking?
Twice a week at least.
What is a good algorithm, Alex?
I'll look it up. I don't really know offhand, but getting some type of like consistency lets people know, oh, this is when they're going to be on. So it's really what we want.
And find out if this format is good for virality, or if at least some pointers, conversation starters are good.
Yeah.
That way we go right to the conversation is going to flow naturally, normally anyway.
Yeah.
But just points of conversation. Hey, people are talking about this. Hey, so like at least we stay current event-ish, whether it's religious or political or what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
Hey, Lola, are you a grandpa now?
Yeah, my grandson was blessed today in Hawaii.
Oh, so you haven't met him yet?
Bro.
No.
Plays ice football, dude.
American ice football.
Ice football.
What's that?
It used to be called hockey, but since we got gold in that bitch, it's called ice football now.
Hell yeah.
That's
I don't know if they do that in Hawaii.
He's gonna start strapping on skates, dude.
Yeah.
They got an ice hockey team there in Hawaii.
Guy's gonna start fucking playing hockey. He's gonna play some old puck, eh?
Some Canucks.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, let me look that up, and then I'll send you guys a text either tonight or tomorrow. Let you guys know what the answers, and we can make a consensus decision.
Yeah. Because I think the efficiency and virality.
Yeah. I think we have
virality.
I think we have the talking heads. We have the ability to communicate, and we have the right people talking. We got a catchy name. We got a catchy intro, catchy outro. So
Right.
I don't want to lose that if we can just hold on to it and keep a good,
What do you think? Starting a page on different
Facebook.
platforms.
Yeah. I'm thinking of moving everything to
Talk.
another, like a Chop It Up YouTube channel. It's going to start with 0, but it's, we could tell everybody, if you could go on your YouTube and say, hey, come over to, subscribe and stuff. So,
Sure.
yeah. And anybody watching this, please, if you have a chance, consider subscribing and hit that notification button so that anytime, we go live, you could see us and jump on and comment and, let us know what you want to hear.
I'm all bailed out. It's easy to bail us out.
Or bail us out. Yeah, or bail us out. So
Easy to bail out.
See, that's a good point. Bailout for valued conversation. There you go.
Right.
Like
Hey, so-
the format of you watch PBD.
Yeah.
A lot of points conversation, and they move through the conversation. Not that they have to move through the conversation, but there's no dead time, and there's always something interesting, especially if it's current events and whatnot.
Yeah. I want to
And
like
see what-
PPD a lot, but it's just, there's some things about, not the style and structure, this, I think the way they speak and the way they're, there's something annoying about it, and I know I shouldn't let that get to me, but it's hard for me to listen to it, So,
Sure.
I wanted to say also, there's a style of speaking in church. I've always known this since I was younger, that when you speak at church, one of the things that they say that really helps out in your speech is that try not to announce what your topic is about. Try to just say thank you for this opportunity, and then go into your stories and building the structure and the support of what the topic is. So eventually the listener is forced to listen to everything you're saying. Because sometimes if you say, what I'm talking about today is the second coming, then everybody kind of blocks it out. Okay, I know about that. I don't need to know more. But if you go through this, if you go through the structured storytelling and structured, like a lesson, giving a lesson about what it's about. And then at the end, you say, if you don't know what I'm talking about the second coming. It's a lot easier for the audience to take it in. And I think that's what I kind of like keep here is that, because I've been watching a lot of podcasts where people say, today we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to talk about this, then we're going to talk about this. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to listen to this. I don't even like that stuff. So,
Right. No, I get that. I get all that. We're not announcing, but the points to start and then the transitions over to the next topic, because the flow of the conversation isn't going to stop.
Right.
The transitions just need to be smooth through them,
Yeah.
so that the value is worth bailing out.
Has to be bailout worthy. Yeah. Bailout
Right.
Right. 100%.
So are each of us supposed to take time and put it on some type of a index card so we have it in front of us, the talking points, so that
If you
it's
think
there?
of a point, it's the group chat,
Yes.
Yeah.
and it'll happen organically. We
Yeah.
just got our bench warmers here next time.
That's a good point.
Hey, motherfucker.
Freaking lead knocker over here.
Thin pants having ass, man.
They got Muay Thai. Look at that.
They're like, hey,
Thin pan have.
has the quarterback jacket on? Oh, those are his hip pads. Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
Dog. I got a 3 a.m. where I gotta get
Let's
to.
do it, guys. And hey, thanks again for meeting us and being here with us. If you've been listening to us, and thank you for chopping it up with us,
Thank you
my
for
brothers.
chopping.
All right. Peace out.
Yeah. Yeah. Light it up. Grab a drink, we bout to chop it up. Yeah. Yeah. Chop it up. Chop it up. We just vibing, never run. Real talk, no filter, no front. Laughing loud, that's how we run. Chop it up. it a bug. That's the vibe when we chop it up. Pull up, no plan, just a move. Kicks on the couch, we in the groove. Yeah. Deep combos at 2 a.m. Fix the world and we laugh again. No phone, just us and the vibe. Truth on the table, we keep it live. We just vibing, never rushing. Real talk, no filter, no front. Rapping loud, that's how we roll. Chop it up. Best nights when the word don't stop. From the soul, yeah, we keep it above. It's the vibe when we chop it up. Yeah. One more story, one more.